we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live on the road today. We're at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on the Tom Dillon Sports Show number 2554, as you see on the screen. And it's game week. It's here, folks. 4 days, 7 hours, and 56 minutes till we start our 2026, along with everybody else, high school football season. The Cyclones in Science Hill. Coach Witten will be here in a little while to talk about the Hilltoppers and the scrimmage Friday night that got cut short with lightning. Also, the Junior Cyclones had a big Saturday and big day of football for the Little Peeps. Again, of course, where we were at Citizens Bank Stadium. So, lots going on. We do have Coach Witten coming in. Nick Miller's going to join us, the Assistant Athletic Director from Elizabethton. Also, we'll be joined by Randy Broccoli, looking, obviously, at some baseball. See what's going on there in the bigs. Big week for Major League Baseball. A lot of big matchups going on. And so we'll talk about that. Leslie will be along talking about Sycamore Shoals. Ryan Presley will due to join us from the FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And we're also due to, of course, have someone from our great sponsor from Northeast Community Credit Union. So, plus a lot of sports and a lot of birthdays today, which is pretty cool. We're going to showcase those folks who's having birthdays again on this Monday. August the 17th going to be a hot one with a chance of some severe thunderstorms this afternoon in the area. So we will keep eye to the sky and an ear to right here. We'll keep you posted till 1 o'clock. We go off there. We'll let you know what the very latest is. So that's what's happening as far as our weather. It's going to be hot and muggy, and we're busy. We got the season opener tomorrow night, Cyclone Volleyball against Science Hill, state tournament team a year ago. Cyclones, I think, have the ingredients to get to the state tournament. We'll have to prove it on the court. So not putting any pressure on them, but they are very talented, a deep volleyball team, so we're excited about that. That'll start tomorrow night against Science Hill at 6:15 at John Treadway. Thursday, the Fighting Cyclones, after winning 35-0 over a good Sullivan Central team, we will take on the Indian Trail Hawks at Citizens Bank Stadium. 6:45 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff. Joseph Taylor, London Taylor, and yours truly going to bring it to you, the Taylor Trio. And then on Friday night, we'll start it at 6:50, kickoff at 7:30, and it's the Cyclones and Science Hill in meeting number 102 of the great rivalry between the two schools and the two communities. So all that's coming up this week. Birthdays today. Who's having birthdays on this Monday, August the 17th? Robert De Niro. What an actor. Godfather 2 that I remember, man. But anyway, he's 83 today. He's been in a lot of different movies, but 83-year-old today for Robert De Niro. Sean Penn is 66. Tennis player Jim Courier is 56. Tennis player Guillermo Vilas is 74 today. John Gruden, former Raiders coach, at 63 today is his birthday. Christian Laettner from the Duke Blue Devil basketball fame, he is 57 today. Jorge Posada is 55. Boog Powell, the legendary first baseman for several teams, but primarily known for the first baseman for the Baltimore Orioles, birthday boy today. He's 85. So chronologically, Boog Powell 85, Robert De Niro 83. You have Guillermo Vilas 74. Nelson Piquet, the Formula One driver, retired, of course, 74. Also today, Sean Penn, the actor, 66. John Gruden having a birthday, 63. Christian Laettner from Duke basketball fame, 57. Jorge Posada, great New York Yankee, at 55. Those are the birthdays again on this Monday, August the 17th. Let's get it going here. The Kingdom Heirs with the national anthem on the Tom Dillon Sports.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And back on the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. So let's take a look at some sports on the local scene and get us started. B.J. Edwards from Johnson City, who played in the NBA Summer League this summer with the Sacramento Kings, will play one more season in the college ranks. He committed to Oklahoma to play with the Sooners. One of several college players received a temporary injunction against the NCAA, giving him another year of eligibility at the college level. So he will again play his basketball now at Oklahoma. Mac McClung from Gate City competing in the Dunkman World Series Championship Tuesday in Atlanta tomorrow. The top seed out of 8 finalists, having dominated the Group D stage early this week. The 4 group winners and the 4 wild cards to compete for the title world champion and get a grand prize of $500,000. How about that? So good luck to Mac McClung. And so they've also named a basketball tournament, which I think is cool. The McClung Classic coming up in December in Gate City. 2-day event for Chiswell, Volunteer, Letcher County, Kentucky, Twin Springs, Floyd County, Cedarview, Tennessee, and Lehigh will be the teams in the McClung Classic coming up in December in Gate City, which I think is really cool in honor of Mac McClung. So a couple of other things. Landon Knack, who pitched at Science Hill, got called up last week in AAA into the Dodgers organization back up in L.A. He was there last year, pitched in the World Series a couple of years back. So return to the Dodgers from AAA Oklahoma City, worked 2 2/3 innings, striking out 2 and walking 2 to pick up the save. The Dodgers win over the Kansas City Royals last week. They're not playing well. We got that story coming up here in a minute. But Landon Knack is back and playing and on the rotation, or in the rotation, on the roster, if you will, and is competing and contributing. Congratulations. Of course, Landon Knack played baseball at Science Hill in Johnson City. East Tennessee State College football, they named the starting quarterback. 6'3" redshirt freshman. It will be Mason Mims, a transfer out of Louisville, will be the starting quarterback for the Buccaneers. Jake McNamara and Jackson Bird will also be back there, and we'll get some reps. But again, Mims is the starter. Doesn't mean he's going to be out there the whole time, but he will start for the Buccaneers to start the season at QB. Again, Mason Mims, 6'3" redshirt freshman who can throw. He's got a cannon. And so he transferred from Louisville. McNamara, of course, transferred from Michigan. And so these guys are duking it out for the top spot to be the starting quarterback for the Buccaneer football team. It'll be Mason Mims. Again, will be your man. The transfer from the Louisville Cardinals. We are live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. We've got one more week. You have one more week of the peach milkshakes and the dragon fruit, because everything will switch over. You got a brand new product coming in on Monday, next Monday. And so we'll be looking forward to showcasing that. And so that's coming up next week. So if you like peach milkshakes, this is your last week at Chick-fil-A to get them, because they're going to run out. And so that's coming up again. Again, your last week will be, your last time to get it will be Saturday, because they close on Sundays. And Monday next week, they'll roll out the brand new drinks and brand new treats going into the late summer. This is the gap between now and the holidays, so, which is not that far away. Where is my phone? I can tell you how far it is to Christmas Eve. Plus, we'll give you the verse today. Then we'll take a break and get into some NASCAR and also some Major League Baseball. We're here live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton again on this Monday. So let's see what we got here. There we go. Verse of the day. Psalms 146, 5 and 6 says, Blessed is he whose help is the God of Jacob, whose hope is in the Lord his God, the maker of heaven and earth, the sea and everything in them, the Lord who remains faithful forever. Whew, it's awesome. Thank you, Lord Jesus. We can rely on you for help with our struggles, and that the only true hope we have to get through them is you. 100% correct. Hello, Dixie McDuffie. Saw her the other night, her and Ed. They were up there with me in the press box for the abbreviated scrimmage against the. This went totally blank. Union, Virginia. I was reading something here, so that's a chance to hang out with Dixie. All right, get focused here. How many days to Christmas Eve? We have 129 days till Christmas Eve, so there you go. It's clicking them off. But first and foremost, we'll get through Labor Day. Obviously, we don't promote Halloween. We don't do that. That's the wrong holiday. But we will promote the birth of the King of Kings and Lord of Lords on Christmas, and also, of course, probably the most forgotten holiday on the calendar year is Thanksgiving. So we're a ways off from Christmas, 129 days, but we really aren't. It'll click them off. So anyway, saw Dixie and Ed the other night, Ed McDuffie. Love him to death. He is a hoot. And Jeremy, and so they were there watching William at the abbreviated scrimmage against Union, Virginia. You see the countdown, 4 days, 7 hours, and 45 minutes to Cyclone football. Coach Witten will be here in a little while and talk about the opening opponent, the Science Hill Hilltoppers, which is a big and physical football team. So it'll be a great matchup Friday night right over our shoulder here at Citizens Bank Stadium, the first of 6 home games this season. We're very excited about that. So let's take a break. We'll come back, take a look at some NASCAR. They raced over the weekend. The guy that I thought would make a run, one of the old vets, is making a run. He's having a heck of a second half of the season. He's in the not in the chase yet. We clicked off 3 more, punched their ticket. So they're squeezing them down to how many can get in. There's 16 come in. There's 7 now that are officially qualified for the chase. That gives you, what, 9 slots and about 13, 14 drivers trying to squeeze in these final 9 slots in these final 2 races. We'll talk about that in Major League Baseball coming up next. In NFL, my boys play on Thursday night. The Raiders. We'll tell you all about that. And so Pete Taylor says, go Cyclones. You better believe it. So we're busy. Volleyball tomorrow night, Cyclones in Science Hill. Tia Duggar on Thursday against Indian Trail, the Hawks out of Johnson City, who Coach Ryan Witten said is a really good football team. We beat a really good football team last week, 35-0 over Sullivan Central. Tyson Price got that interception, kind of set the stage after they got the opening kickoff, and we didn't look back, winning 35-0, beat a good team who had beaten Robinson out of Kingsport the week before. And so we'll get ready for Indian Trail on Thursday, 6:45 airtime. Then on Friday night, we'll kick it at 6:50. We'll go in there with the Phil's Dream Pit pregame show and kick it off at 7:30. Coach Eddie Pless, yours truly, the Cyclone Network, audio and video and audio. Can't wait to get it rolling for the 2026 season. Back after this on the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Ward would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get there.
Yes, you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Dillon Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth and your Cowboy store and so much more. We have shoes and boots for guys and gals. We have kids' boots and shoes for the little people too. Ball caps, Marriott Wrangler, and a large selection of Huey. We have purses, billfolds, handbags. We carry a full line of Montana Silversmith jewelry. We have both Lane Frost and Huey cologne and perfumes. We even have several styles of rugs to choose from and a large kids section full of boots and shoes and jeans and dresses and even stuffed animals. And jeans, and more jeans, both work and casual for guys and gals. Ariat and Wrangler in all sizes and styles. T-shirts for men, women, and kids. For cold weather, we have fleece tops and sweaters. And racks full of men's shirts, including the George Strait line from Wrangler. Short sleeve and long sleeve shirts for men and women. Vests and jackets for the cold days and nights for the guys and the ladies. We have a full line of tack and cowboy hats for cowboys and cowgirls, along with belts and a great selection of saddles. So you see, it is a cowboy store and more. Double C Western Supply, Railroad Street, Elizabethton. Find us on Facebook and at doublecwesternsupply.com. And back on the Tom Baylor Sports Show, Coach Witten joins us coming up here in a little while talking Cyclone football. Ryan Witten joins us later in the week. Tomorrow we're going to be at Phil's Dream Pit, the Quest for Perfect Barbecue. They're, of course, renovating the old Big Dan's Barbecue downtown, so they'll be ready to go late August, early September. That's the plan to get it open for the second location. We'll keep the first one open, and we'll be there tomorrow. Eastern Star Road, Interstate 26, right off that exit. Wednesday we'll be at Blakely Mitchell Men's Clothing Store. Down to the final couple of days, the men's clothing store. Everything in the store is 15 to 50% off. Thursday we'll be at Cannon's Furniture. They got the big Labor Day sale going on. Then Friday we'll kick off the weekend and kick off game day. We'll be at Food City in Gray on a Food City Friday. That's our schedule for this week. NASCAR of the weekend, Joey Logano punches the ticket for the win, gets his big win for Logano. Three-time series champion. Logano has 2 wins, went up 9 positions in the championship standings in the last 6 race weekends. Moves him into 9th place in the standings after winning at Richmond over the weekend. Only a single point behind reigning series champ Kyle Larson, 8th place. Only 36 points out of 6th place with Chase Elliott. So Joey Logano red hot right now. Chase Briscoe out of Joe Gibbs Racing Camp led 171 of the 400 laps to finish runner-up. Earned his first career top 10 on the short track. So Chase Briscoe's coming. So is Christopher Bell. So Bell on Saturday night led laps and finished 7th in Richmond for his 6th top 10 finish in the last 7 races. So it was a good run. Logano wins it. And so here is the standings right now. Here are the standings. So these guys, we've got 3 more nailed down this weekend. Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Ty Gibbs, and Tyler Reddick are already in. So 3 more that punched their ticket to the chase will be Chase Briscoe, Chase Elliott, and Christopher Bell. So 2 more chases into the chase. That's witty. So there you go. So you got 13 drivers now trying to squeeze in the 9 slots. This weekend will be in New Hampshire. And we'll wrap things up next weekend in Daytona. Then the chase starts Labor Day weekend in Darlington at the Southern 500. Here's who's still in the hunt. The 13 drivers: Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Chris Buescher, Carson Hocevar, William Byron, Daniel Suarez, Bubba Wallace, Austin Cindric, Shane Van Gisbergen, Ryan Preece, Ross Chastain, Brad Keselowski, and Eric Jones. Here she is. She's excited. We got new stuff coming. Yeah. She's in the house. We'll let her get settled in. We'll let her talk about this, our little buddy Molly. Because this is the last weekend. If you like peach milkshakes, you best be getting them between now and Saturday because they're going away. We'll talk about that. And we just ran it. We're going to run it again because she's here. Football trays, because Friday night starts it. And they are so gracious. Her daddy is so gracious. He fed the golfers we were there Friday, United Way Golf Tournament. Chick-fil-A provided the lunch for them. And now her daddy and her mama and the great folks here will feed the media every night for the 6 home football games. That's very kind. They don't have to do that. It's a lot of money going out, but they love doing it. But that's, there you go. That's food cost. Somebody's got to pay for it. So we thank, again, Tommy and Mary and little Molly for feeding the football media when we work the game Friday night at Citizens Bank Stadium. She'll talk to us. Got to get her because we don't get her for a few minutes. She's busy. and she will tell us all about it next on the Tom Taylor Sports. Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Ward would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get
Yes,
there.
you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who stopped by.
Hello.
Hello, little Molly's in the house. So, congratulations again.
Oh, thanks.
Yep, she's going to be a mama.
I am. I'm
It's
so
awesome.
excited.
We're all excited. And she will be a wonderful mama.
Thanks.
Yeah, now your mom will be over the top as a granny. So, Mama and
Oh,
Mimi, what we
yeah.
calling her?
She hadn't decided yet.
Okay. What's Dad want to be called? He don't care.
He's Pops.
He's Pops. He don't care.
Yeah.
They'll both be over the top. That's what you are when you get to be a grandparent. I'm living proof. Hello, Jimmy Stout in Atlanta, Georgia. How you doing? So let's hit this right here. We're going to get one going here, and here we go. Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. New things coming to Chick-fil-A.
Yes, new things.
Tell us what's coming.
So, right now that just came out, we've got our caramel cream cold brew coffee. So that's going to be a permanent menu flavor for our coffees. You can get it with vanilla, caramel, mocha, and you can get it either with 2% milk or our sweet cream. So the sweet cream is probably my favorite way to get it. So new coffee offerings, and then starting August 24th, we'll have our chicken and waffles sandwich. So it's 2 waffles with a piece of chicken, bacon, and it comes with a packet of classic syrup. It looks really delicious. And then we'll have our s'mores milkshake and s'mores frosted coffee you can also get.
So the chicken and waffles, is that breakfast only or all day?
All day.
All day.
So you can get it breakfast for dinner, breakfast, whenever you want.
Chicken and waffles, s'mores milkshake, caramel coffee. What about dragon fruit?
Dragon fruit is actually here to stay. It's been limited time for the past 2 years, but it's such a big hit. Chick-fil-A is adding it as a permanent menu offering, so it's going to be like our first specialty kind of flavoring that they've added permanently. They might add more down the road. They don't know, but so they're going to test it out with this one, leaving it on the menu.
New menu items. Want to be sure and come by and check it out right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, proud sponsors of Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Chick-fil-A right here in Elizabethton with our buddy, does the marketing and a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Molly Hurley. Boom, we just made a commercial. Good job. So, all right, so let's talk trays.
Okay.
It's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward would
That's
say.
right.
Friday night, getting ready to go to the game. It's right over here if you're Elizabethton or wherever you're at, and you don't want to cook, come flying
Oh,
through
yeah.
here and get a tray, right?
You can get a tray. We've got nugget strips, mac and cheese, fruit. You can also we've got family meals. So if you're feeding a bunch of people, you can get a family meal that's got 30 count nuggets, 4 sides of your choosing, and 4 desserts. So that might be a good thing if you're heading over to tailgate or just go eat in the parking lot real quick. Those are also an awesome option. But you can just give us a call at least a little bit of advance for the trays, and we'll get those ready for you. And then there's Chick-fil-A everywhere, so there'll be Chick-fil-A sandwiches over at the football game as well.
Yep. Let's do this again. I don't think we've ever talked about family meals, so here we go.
Okay.
We're going to do another one here. So here we go. You're watching us on the fly. Do something live here. Here we go. Talking to my buddy Molly Hurley again, getting ready for football season. family meals at Chick-fil-A. Tell us about that.
So you can order them through the app, and it's your choice of a 30-count nugget, 30-count grilled nugget, or 10-count chicken strip. And then you pick between 4 sides, so fries, mac and cheese, fruit. Pick between those, and then you get 4 desserts, so either 2 cookies and 2 brownies, 4 brownies, 4 cookies. Order it through the app, and it's just a real easy way to feed a bunch of people. It gets you a little bit of a discount rather than ordering it all together, all individually. So it's a great way to feed your family. It's lots of food. for a
Lots of
pretty good
food.
price.
If you don't want to do a trade, you can do family meals.
Mm-hmm.
Again, just go to the app.
Yep, go to the app. You can order them through the app. That's where you'll get it's a little bit discounted.
There you go. Go to the app. If you don't have it on your phone, how do you put that on your phone? Go to
Just go to the app store.
Chick-fil-A One.
Download, Chick-fil-A app, and then you'll just set you up an account, and you earn points. We send rewards on the app all the time, so you'll get free stuff quite a bit. You can spend your points for free food, and it's just a really great tool to be able to order through. You can help our team get your order through quicker. Place the order on the app. Say I'm here for whatever your name is, and we'll send you right through.
So if you're on the move, a lot of folks are this time of year, stop by here after you put it on the app and get a family meal or family meals from Chick-fil-A and Elizabeth, and proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We just did 2 commercials. I swear you're good.
Thank you.
So we're looking for help. A lot of these kids are going. In fact, the young lady I just talked to get ready to go to Japan to study to be a missionary, which I think is fantastic. So some of your kids are going back to college. Some of your employees, we need to fill them in, right?
Oh, yeah. We're looking for front of house, back of house, full-time, part-time. You can place your application if you just text the word SERVE to 423-455-5155 is the number. Just do an online application and get shot to our HR manager, and she'll go through them and call you if she wants an interview.
It's awesome. All right, here. Phone number is 423-297-1266. Or how do we find you on social media? Facebook?
Facebook, Chick-fil-A Elizabethton, Instagram, Chick-fil-A Elizabethton, and we have a TikTok as well, same thing. So that's where we post all of our updates, events, promotions we've got going on. So
not this home game, but the next home game on the 28th, we're doing something cool. What's going on?
Yes, we're going to have Chick-fil-A night at the Elizabethton High School's football game. We're going to have the cow there, probably give away some things throughout the crowd while we've got them, and we'll do kicking for the chicken sometime during the game. So a few students will be chosen to try to kick a field goal to win free Chick-fil-A for a year, which is 52 Chick-fil-A meals.
Whoa.
So eat Chick-fil-A for free once a week. So a few students will be chosen for that. Go out on the field and do that during part of the game.
There you go. That's on the 28th. Not this week.
Yeah,
following week when
week.
Tennessee High comes to town. So next Friday night a week on the 28th. There you go. Thank you for coming by, lady. You're
My
awesome.
pleasure.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at NFL preseason football. Week 2 coming up. We'll tell you about that next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Our success is your success.
We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, t-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely, new color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners. Year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this to their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, West Side and East Side Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools. Back at the Tom Daly Sports Show, Storm Tracker Sacker. I better get him in here because there's a chance. I don't know how great a chance, whatever the risk is. It's usually a 1 to 5. So are we a 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5?
We're at a 2.
At a 2.
So scattered thunderstorm development, likely between, I would say, 3 and 9 or 10 p.m., particularly 4 and 8 especially. In the Tri-Cities region, the primary risk being damaging wind gusts. Of course, 2 to 5, that means that it's not widespread. Some areas are going to see severe weather, some areas are not. So no need to panic, just be weather aware, have a way to receive alerts via, cell phones, social media, television, radio. We'll try to relay those to you when we can. But primary risk being the high wind gusts, heavy rainfall, localized flooding. Can't rely on a tornado, but it's very low risk. And, of course, there could be some isolated instances of large hail.
We've had a lot of rain.
We've had a lot.
A lot of rain. So all those complain about the drought, I would think our water pool tables are pretty good.
Yeah, drought's gone. Drought's long gone. Now, there's other areas of the southeast that are still in a drought.
Oh,
Here in
absolutely.
the Tri-Cities, we're not.
So these people complaining now about there's too much rain. I mean, I read we're out in Oregon. Man, everything's brown, ground's cracked, it's crunching because there's no rain. So
Yeah.
I'd rather have this than have the drought. So
Yeah, absolutely. Now, there's some areas out west that got it bad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we're blessed. So, couple of things.
Okay.
Grandma used to say, we do this every August. Grandma used to say every foggy morning in August, a complete area-wide, just a blanket of fog represents a snowfall. We haven't had any of those yet. We're in the day number 17 of the month. So we didn't have very many last year. We didn't have a whole lot of snow last year either. So there may be something to this, but so far we've not had any foggy August morning. That's
Didn't have a lot of snow last year, brother. We had a foot of snow in late January.
Well, we had one storm though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we had a lot of smaller snows and one big snow. So
Yeah.
you're correct.
Yeah.
It kind of depends on where you're at. Firstly, there's been several fogs noted in the area, but that's of course folklore and not really scientific. But
That's my granny.
as Granny used to say.
It's Granny's
right?
lore. So,
But yeah,
and the other one is, she used to say too, I'm a granddad. I don't know how much truth is. We were little boys, and whatever they said was gospel and gold, because that's when she was baking cookies. So whatever she said, go, okay, Grandma, can I have a cookie? So whatever she said, we listened to her
okay.
because we wanted the cookies. So, because she would give us these little nuggets when she was cooking or baking. She would also say, for all the rain, if you have a rainy summer, you're going to have a snowy winter because the rain it'll even out. It'll be a rainy, wet winter like a rainy, wet summer. So, any truth to that or not? None.
That's the first to hear it really in that way.
Yeah.
The global weather pattern drivers that we have in the summer a lot of times will go into the winter, and sometimes you can see kind of a carryover from what happens in the summer. It's not always a direct correlation, but for instance, right now we have this developing El Nino. We've talked about that already, and it's going to be very strong. In fact, it's looking like it's going to be record-breaking for all time as far as what's been documented all the way back to the 1800s. It's going to be a strong El Nino, so it's going to have an influence on the weather pattern globally. That's why we've turned so wet over the summer, is you've seen that El Nino has been the cause of that. And going into the winter, I would believe that we're going to continue to stay wetter into the winter season.
So, all right, that was my follow-up question. How's El Nino going to impact us here? How long does it last? A year at a time, or?
It varies, but I would say it'll continue until at least the spring of next year before
Okay.
we start to transition out of it.
So it'll impact us with more. It'll continue to be wet around here, but it's bringing the
Yeah.
rain. All right.
Yeah, we may get some lulls, but I think overall into the winter season it's going to stay wetter than normal.
Hurricane season. We're in it. Not a whole lot of activity so far.
Probably
So far,
won't
so
be.
good. So
You can never rule out one storm, especially with El Ninos. Like sometimes they like to form close to home, because a lot of La Ninas are more known for hurricane activity, and typically get those Cape Verde storms that come off the coast of Africa and then they'll swing over here. But with El Ninos, sometimes you'll get a quick homegrown development in the Gulf or something like that out of the blue. So you can never rule that out. As far as a hurricane season goes, not really expecting it to be above normal.
no, haven't had anything really
It's
so
probably
far.
going to be well below normal.
Well, yeah, because we're midway through August. Normally we've got something going on, but now August, September,
Yeah.
our big hurricane
I
months.
think we've only had the A storm in the Atlantic so far, if I remember correctly. I think Arthur
Yeah.
has been. Is it Arthur?
Yeah,
I think it was the first one that we had, and that's, I mean, not really no consequence to the U.S.
No, didn't
So,
do much.
Yep,
Chicken and waffle coming next week. Pretty
Yep.
exciting. It's going to be a good thing.
it's gonna be a big seller.
Yeah.
No, you need something.
A chicken. Oh, yeah, you can fill it up if you want to. Sure. Thank you.
No, you're fine.
She's so sweet. Came by.
She's looking out for you.
Oh, yeah. Somebody has to. So you got the chicken sandwich with waffles on either side. Comes with a packet of syrup.
Right. It's gonna be. I've had people spamming my phone about it. I had somebody message me at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Said, "Is this true?" Yeah,
And then s'mores milkshake's coming.
it is.
Yep. And the
Yeah.
caramel coffee staying and the
Yeah. Right.
pineapple dragon fruit staying.
So lots of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the chicken and waffle you can get at any fillet of your choice, regular, grilled, or spicy. Well, it's going to be a breakfast plate in the morning. It'll be smaller, but it'll carry over into the afternoon and evening. It'll be all day.
All
It'll
day.
be a bigger fillet for lunch and dinner. But that'll be available all day, every day.
And the drive-through is open till 10 o'clock here in
Correct.
Elizabethton every
That is
night,
correct.
Monday through Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir, as always. You're a good man.
I appreciate it.
As they say, you're a good man, Charlie Brown. Somewhere
That's a good cartoon.
It is a good
I
cartoon.
grew up on it
Yeah,
quite
you
a
better
bit.
believe it.
Yep.
Me too.
Yep.
All right, quick break. NFL preseason coming up. We'll do that right after this from Advanced Heat Pump and STA. You're watching the Tom Dillon Sports Show live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Tell us what you all do.
So we're an accounting firm in Bristol, Tennessee. Crystal McDuffie is the owner. She's number 7 on the football team, Will McDuffie's mom. So the business is called McDuffie and Associates. We do have 2 locations. We have one in Bristol, Tennessee, and then one in Boone, North Carolina. We offer full service accounting. We can do QuickBooks Online training, accounts payable, accounts receivable, payroll. We're pretty much full service.
You do corporations and companies and individuals, right?
Right, yeah, we do. We focus a lot on small businesses, the people who, they go out and work every day, they come home, they're looking at their books, they don't understand it, and that's what we're there for.
Absolutely. Help them out. Phone number is 423-968-9112. How do we find you on social media?
So you can find us online at statax.com.
There you go. New sponsor, glad to have them on board, Stanfield Thomas & Associates, sponsors of Cyclone Football and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and Coach Whitten will join us coming up in a few minutes. Game week, see it right there, 4 hours, 7 days, 18 minutes. It's here. It's showtime. Can't wait. It'll be Friday night. We'll have him talking about the abbreviated scrimmage. Man, I'm telling you, it was hot. Friday was hot. I'm not so sure yesterday was even hotter. That may have been one of the hottest days all year for me. It was a scorcher yesterday. A scorcher Friday night. It was a steam bath. Had some lightning. Abruptly abbreviated the scrimmage against Union, Virginia. I thought we looked pretty good. Moved the ball here and there. We had, that's the whole point for a scrimmage is to clean things up, and he'll be here to talk about that here in a little while. And also we got Nick Miller coming in to talk about just the big week of sports. It starts. We've got volleyball tomorrow night against Science Hill. We'll stream that one audio and video, starting at 6:15 at John Treadway Gym. Thursday, the Fighting Cyclones will be ready to go against a very good Indian Trail team out of Johnson City. The Hawks will come to town. 6:45 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff with Joseph Taylor, London Taylor on the camera, and yours truly bringing it to you. And then Friday night, big boy football. The 102nd meeting, the Cyclones and the Science Hill Hilltoppers. 6:50 airtime with the Pills Dream Pit pregame show to kick off at 7:30. Eddie Pleasure is truly going to bring it to you, video and audio, with the Cyclone Network. Very excited about that. NFL football on Thursday, 2 games. My boys, the Raiders, will be in Houston to battle the Texans. 49ers in L.A. to battle the Chargers. That's on Thursday. 3 games Friday night. Steelers hosting the Jets. Carolina will be in Jacksonville. Parker Hughes and the boys in Jacksonville at 7:30. Green Bay at Denver. That's your 3 games on Friday night, NFL preseason. Only 3 weeks now. This will be week number 2. Then 1 more week, and we'll be ready to go. So you'll see more of the starters and the big boys playing. They won't play the whole game. They'll play, I don't know, depending on each team, couple of series or whatever they want to do. But you'll see more activity from the starters because you only have 3 preseason games now. On Saturday, you've got a bunch of games. These are afternoon games. Washington and Detroit. The Ravens in Minnesota. Falcons in Indianapolis on Saturday. 1 o'clock, the Browns hosting Buffalo. These are all afternoon games. New York, the 4 o'clock games, the Giants in Miami. The Rams hosting the Saints. On Saturday evening, the Bears will be in Cincinnati. New England hosting Philadelphia. Tampa Bay home to the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Cowboys will be in Arizona. And then on Sunday, Seattle will be in Nashville, Nissan Stadium at 8 o'clock on Sunday night. The Seahawks and the Titans. So there you go. John Nyland, 3-time All-Pro guard who helped the Cowboys win their first Super Bowl championship, passed away over the weekend. He was 82. So made 111 starts for the Cowboys, made the Pro Bowl 6 straight years. First team All-Pro in 69, 71, and 72. Helped protect Roger Staubach. And so John Nyland, who was a very good football player, passed away over the weekend at the age of 82. She's in the house. I'm excited. She is. Mrs. DeMoss is here, and I'm very excited. Von Miller picked up with the Cowboys. Guy can play. 8 Pro Bowl appearances, been on 2 Super Bowl teams. Currently 9th all-time in sacks with 138 sacks. Von Miller signed with the Dallas Cowboys. So that's a big pickup for the Cowboys. Getting ready to start the season, of course, coming up in a couple of weeks. And they'll be playing at Arizona on Saturday. So quick break. We'll be right back. She's here. We'll get her on the show. She's in the house. We just played the commercial. Well, the promo, the Readers Are Winners are up and running to 3 elementary schools here in Elizabethton, at Westside Elementary, and, of course, at Eastside Elementary and at Harold McCormick Elementary. The kids are reading to earn minutes read, to earn some really cool things, and she'll be here to talk about that. We'll get her take on whatever we want to talk about. We've got some birthdays. We'll see if she knows about any of these people. I'm going to guess she doesn't, but she probably will fool me because she's a very intelligent young lady. She knows a lot about a lot of things. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. She will join us coming up. We're here live again at Chick-fil-A show number 2,554. Coming Monday, the s'mores milkshakes are coming. And the chicken and waffle sandwiches are coming Monday. A week from today, the brand new entrees for Chick-fil-A. So 2 waffles, chicken sandwich between them, and a pack of maple syrup. And then they're going to be selling all day long. It's pretty cool. Now, before we go to the break, I want to remind you again about these folks because it starts Saturday, the Appalachian Fair. 100th year of the fair. We're out there yesterday doing some stuff, and they're getting ready to, they're spiffing up the fairgrounds, getting ready to roll with it. Your musical entertainment, I may take in Saturday. They say this group's very good. Kane, Rise Up Lazarus, I'm So Blessed, and the commission, it's a contemporary Christian trio. Looks like 2 ladies and a gent. I've never heard them, but they say they're really good. Crowder will be there a week from tonight, contemporary Christian artist. On Tuesday of next week will be Lone Star. Wednesday is Corey Kent. Have you heard of Corey Kent? Oh, I like your hair. Have you ever heard of Corey Kent? Okay, that was a wing job. I know this lady. It's like, yes, but not really. Gabby Barrett. Well, I'll just wait till she gets over here. We'll take a break. We'll get her in here. She joins us next. She would be the marketing guru of Northeast Community Credit Union of the Tom Daly Sports.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
And I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells, officer, officer, they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie is delicious.
Very simple. It happens every day. Tell us how we can do it.
Yeah, all you got to do is give us a call. We brought 2 yesterday, actually, but you just give us your name and your birthday and tell us where your prescriptions are at right now, and we'll call that pharmacy, get everything brought over. A lot of times people are nervous about moving because they're afraid something doesn't have refills or something can't be transferred. And when that's the case, we'll call those doctors, get you new prescriptions, and take care of everything, really. It's like the people, one of them we had transferred yesterday, said they'd been trying for about 3 days to get medicine refilled and just wasn't happening, and was frustrated and asked if we could do better, and called, got everything transferred. Took maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and we had to call the doctor on one, which waiting on doctors can sometimes be a little time consuming, but they got that called in, and by the afternoon we had everything ready for her.
There you go, folks. So, it's just that easy. If you're not happy where you're getting your prescriptions filled, come to the Lingerfield Drug Center. The phone number to call and talk to you about it is?
It's 423-542-2138.
There you go. One of our great sponsors right here of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dillard Sports Show. Get your prescription changed to a mom-and-pop pharmacy that still cares about their people and still wants to give you 100% customer satisfaction. It's right here at Lingerfield Drug Center beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We are here. She's here. The lady's in the house.
I'm here.
You got it. We're glad you are. Hello, William Welch. How you doing, sir? Jeremy McDuffie, Jimmy Stout down in Atlanta watching. So, all right, so we got these groups coming to the Appalachian Fair. I'm going to ask, I will tap you into your knowledge. And do you know anything about Corey Kent? He's an up-and-comer. Rocky Mountain Low, Wild as Her, Empty Words are his songs.
Oh, I may know this song. I'm really bad with the names.
Yeah,
Gabby Barrett, I know her for sure. She's awesome.
She's coming next Thursday. Hope, The Good Ones, and Pick Me Up are her songs that they're showcasing.
Yeah.
On Friday is Cameron Marlowe, called Giving You Up, Running, Strangers, and No Need for Leaving. No? Okay. We'll jump into next Saturday's Ashley Cook. Your Place, Baby Blues, All I Forgot, and Over When We're Sober. So there you go.
Yep, I've definitely heard of her. Yeah.
Okay. That's your... Then before we sit down, Saturday, this coming Saturday, be Kane Contemporary Christian Trio. Monday is Crowder. Tuesday is Lone Star.
Lone Star is where it's at.
Yeah. Amazed. Front porch looning in. Is that what
Looming in.
Looning in?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's typo. I think.
Looking in, maybe.
And I'm already there. So that's Lone Star. It's Thursday musical lineup. Then I would think you'd be right up your.
What are you trying to say?
You're a redneck.
Yeah. I knew that's where he was going. Yeah.
I don't mince. I cut right to the chase. So yeah. Tractor pull. Would I do anything for you? No.
I want to be racing the cars though.
Bull riding.
I want to, yes, but I want to see it. I don't want it to be boring.
I wouldn't think it'd be boring.
Okay.
Dragging those guys, they get thrown off and the bulls chase them. They got to jump on the fence, get away from them. The clowns are out there. So trying to keep the Bulls from getting the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Monster trucks. Does that do anything for you?
Nah.
No. Now this, I'm telling you, she would love this. Demolition Derby.
That's me.
That
is it. And I want to
Redneck.
drive it.
She wants to drive the Demolition Derby. Redneck.
That's me.
That's it.
How did you know?
Because I've been around you for 6 years. So a feller learned something about a lady when he's around her a long time. The Golden Knights coming out of the sky, the parachuters. That's another thing to
That's
bear.
really cool. Yeah.
And then you have Fairs to the Fair, the Little Miss Pageant, the Cheer Showcase, a Blue Ribbon Brick Build. I have no clue what that is. I guess. So you think it can dance contest and the Appalachian Fair's Got Talent contest. So it's all starting Saturday, 100th anniversary of the Appalachian Fair. Are you a ride rider, or do you get sick, or can you ride rides?
I don't look forward to rides. I like the experience.
Got you.
Yeah.
You would like to sit down with a funnel cake and just people watch. Sit down on a bench and just.
That's me.
So I pay attention. So she would like Demolition Derby and sit down with a funnel cake or a slush or something.
Yeah.
And just watch people, because you will see all kinds of sights and sounds at the fair coming up. So it's pretty crazy. About 250,000 people will be out there. So we were out there yesterday doing some stuff, helping them out. So it's pretty cool. It starts
Okay.
this Saturday. Runs the 100th anniversary of the Appalachian Fair. Runs through next
100.
100 years.
That's a big celebration.
It is a big deal, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're here at Chick-fil-A. They've got some cool things coming. They got the chicken waffle sandwich coming next Monday. Chicken sandwich, 2 waffles, some maple syrup. Going to be all-day sandwich, morning and evening and lunchtime. So Jesse said they're already getting buzzed. People getting buzzed up about it. So I'm going to try it. It sounds good. A waffle, chicken sandwich and the waffles. So then you got the s'mores milkshakes coming. So if you want peach, you better get this week because it's going away. On Saturday, they're closed on Sunday, so Saturday's your last day to get a peach milkshake, and we start the s'mores milkshake. Is
'Tis the season.
that flip your trigger? Is that worth trying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
That sounds really good. I try
You got to be in the mood for it.
Yes. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Once again.
I know her. She has to be in the mood.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a whirl.
Yeah.
We're making Leslie giggle over here, so because I know this lady, and then the other one is the pineapple dragon fruit stays, and then the caramel coffee stays. So that's the new things. Now you've got a new product. What's going on in NCCU?
We do. We have a telebanking coming back better than ever. It is an awesome product that will be released very soon. So be looking for that. We're going to be campaigning all over the place. You're going to be seeing that quite often. You can check account balances, transfer funds, receive account history, search transactions by amount or date, make loan payments. And this would be for anybody. You may recall Gabby. This is not Gabby. This is better. This is just really, we're really glad to bring this back because some people want to get through right then and there. You know, if you call on a Friday, first of the month, it might take some time to get a live person like us. And some people just want to call this automated system. It is an authentication of once you enroll, I think there's like 2 to 3 questions at first. And then there's like a PIN number you can select, and then you can do the PIN every time, and it recognizes you. So you can be looking forward to that. I mean, we have so many members still asking about that. And, it's just really exciting. We're all excited. And so, yeah, telebanking coming back. Just be looking for when it's going to be released. It's going to be really soon.
Coming soon. Telebanking.
Yes.
At Northeast Community Credit Union, which is growing. This thing, they are growing. Every time I'm at Oakland Ave, they're putting somebody in the system almost every day.
Yeah.
New customer.
I mean, if you just want your balance, that is so quick. And it's secure and it's accurate. You can get your balance immediately. And it's a phone number that's going to be easy to remember. And you know, I just think it's really great because I know a lot of members still ask, do you have Gabby? And see, our members that's been with us for quite some time may remember that was a nickname for a telebanking, but now we've got telebanking better than ever. So yeah, I wanted to mention that.
Absolutely. That's why you're here. That's why we bring you on every week.
Yeah.
Telebanking. That's the new thing coming.
Yes.
At Northeast Community Credit Union, what they've already got right now is a great loan rate for the automobiles and homes. See, automobile is 4.49% APR.
That's correct.
See, I pay attention, I listen. The other right now for the HELOC is 4.99% APR.
Correct.
So there you go. There's two of those, and those have been very popular.
They have. Oh
So-
yeah. Yeah, we keep those rates competitive and we keep them in house. We don't sell your loans. We keep them for the life of the loan, so you get to see us, you know, real people here.
Which is a big deal.
Yeah, we love to see that face-to-face interaction and to learn people. We even know your voice when you call. You know, we
Mhm.
know that's Susan or Tom.
Tom.
You know,
Tom. That's it. So,
we know you.
Yeah,
So
they do know me. And so it's awesome. Aubrey does a wonderful job, the manager. That's who I deal with more times than not in Johnson City. So she and the kids over there do a great job. But yes, it's a great rate if you need a car, used or new, or if you need, again, the HELOC, 4.99% APR.
Mhm.
It all starts at bmycu.org, how you get the ball rolling. Then you know what we're going to talk about. We do this every week because teachers, we love them. Did you tell me one time it all started as a teachers credit union? Did you tell me that?
Elizabeth and Teachers Credit
I
Union.
was right.
It was.
I do listen.
You did.
I do listen to what she says.
Yeah, it was only for teachers
Mhm.
because during the summer they noticed teachers were having trouble affording certain things because they may need something, and 1952 it wasn't like an option. I think it was like your summers were off.
Mhm.
Now you can, I think, have a choice. Anyway, so it started with a washer and dryer for an educator, and Mr. William Armstrong and Kathy Campbell was the start of Elizabeth and Teachers Credit Union.
That's really
and in
cool.
1996, we expanded our charter to a broadened
Everybody.
audience, such
Mhm.
as live, work, worship, or attend school in one of the 5 surrounding counties: Carter, Washington, Sullivan, Johnson, and Unicoi.
That is awesome.
It is. So yeah, we were teachers at one point.
So, having said that, we appreciate how she explained that. I knew it was, so I do listen. Good. That we give away a check every month of $300 to teachers, Carter, Washington, Sullivan, Unicoi, Johnson County, from a kindergarten teacher all the way up to a home ec teacher, a shop teacher, the tech teachers.
Yeah.
Anybody is a teacher is eligible to win $300 for your classroom. How do they do that?
All you have to do is go to bmycu.org and go to resources and go to forms. You'll find the Helping Teachers Teach grant application. Fill out front and back. It is super easy. You can go electronically and fill it out, so you do not have to turn it in or mail it in. Or you can do that, and that's an option, or fax it. But the copy is on our website at bmycu.org.
There you go. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
So, busy. You guys still doing the farmer's market?
We are. It's I'm literally, I don't even want to say it, but yes, we are.
Okay.
Weather.
Well, oh, yeah.
You know. So yes, we'll be there every Tuesday. We go all the way through September. That's at Kiwanis Park, 4 till 7, and it's all these farmers and local produce, and it's just really cool, and it's packed.
Mhm.
It is packed.
Mhm.
Yeah, it does stay packed. So very fun.
It doesn't get any, I'm telling you, the tomatoes are picked right off the vine that day.
Yep.
They dig potatoes, still have dirt on the potatoes. I mean, it don't get any better than that. Any fresher.
That's right.
So this is the farmer's market up on G Street, Kiwanis Park. That's on Tuesdays.
Yes.
4 to, what'd you say, 4
4
to
till
7?
7.
4 to 7. Okay. Birthdays. I want to hit you. Do you know Robert De Niro, Godfather?
Yes.
He's 83 today.
Okay.
Sean Penn,
Yes.
66.
Okay.
That's about it. So
Okay.
I'm thinking, you a tennis fan?
it's very interesting to watch.
Jim Courier, is that ringing bells?
No.
Okay, well, we bailed it out then. We're Robert De Niro and Sean Penn. So, when is your birthday? What month? I don't think I've ever asked you that. Don't tell me it's today.
No.
Oh, did you look like, how'd you know it's today? You gave me that look like.
I am an October baby.
October lady. Okay. Well, it's coming up then. It's hard to believe we're 129 days to Christmas Eve. So, what I'm going to close it with, and you're going to laugh at me, but I was at Cracker Barrel over the weekend. I'll give them a plug. And so they're putting in, they're setting, as they call it, all their Christmas stuff Tuesday.
Yeah.
You go to Hobby Lobby, half of it's Christmas. So people say, I don't want to hear about Christmas. Well, everybody else is doing Christmas. So we want to tell you about their Christmas Club from NCCU. Would you tell them about it, please?
Yes. All you have to do, if you are already a member, you can call us and add this account. This can be a Christmas club, and you can tell us how much you want transferred out of your checking, your account, your deposit, paycheck, whatever. You can do weekly, bi-weekly, set amount. That way you don't have to worry about it. Or you can come in and deposit cash or a check into this account. There's no monthly fee. There's no fee to open it. And when it accrues that amount you put in by October, November, you can withdraw it with no penalty. And that is your money to spend for Christmas.
Absolutely. 129 days. And you still put it in and sock back some money every week, and you'll be amazed in a couple of months, 3 or 4 months, you'll be able to pull that money out ready to go.
Yeah.
So, okay. Should I tell them when you first sit down, who you look like? Sure.
If you think it, what is it? If you think it, say it.
Yeah. If you think it, say it. Or as Mama used to say, if you feel froggy, leap. Okay. Okay, Mama. Got you.
Oh boy.
Diane Cannon. Carrie Underwood. Miranda Lambert. There you go.
Okay. I'll take all three.
She doodled her hair up today. It looks nice. So
it was the easiest hairstyle ever.
It was a Monday morning hairdo. Out the door we go. We got a full plate. So
that's right.
She keeps it hopping, folks. The telebanking is coming. That's exciting.
Telebanking's coming. Yep. Stay tuned.
All right.
We're excited.
Get you some lunch.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, lady. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Leslie's here. Randy's here. Tomorrow, we're going to be at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue, and we'll be there. Then Wednesday, we'll be at Blakely Mitchell Men's Clothing Store. Thursday, we'll be at Cannon's big Labor Day sale coming up. And Friday, we'll kick off the weekend at Food City in Gray. Therapy Services, great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Daly Sports Show. Why Physical Therapy Services? A lot of folks out there that do what you do. Why PTS?
Nobody does it the way that we do it. There are other people out there that say that they are, and I want to air quote, sports PTs. There's no one out there that is truly a sports physical therapy clinic. We've been in business since 1980, and we continue to be in business after people have been bought and sold, folded. The reason why we continue to stay in business is twofold. Number one, we're a little crazy, which is fun. But number two, and the most important thing, is we always take care of the patient first. You take care of the patient first. This is what my dad always taught me. You take care of the patient first, everything else will fall into place.
Locations? Where do you have locations?
1975 West Elk Avenue. That's where my clinic is, where I work primarily. And then we have a pediatric location as well at the Medical Care Building at 1500 West Elk Avenue.
Physical Therapy Services. Last question, real quick. What's the phone number?
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
Coming up, Sean Witten joins us, talk a little Cyclone football. Randy's going to talk some baseball. We'll see what he thinks about the pennant races because they're tightening up and we're squeezing down. We got August and September and the playoffs start, so it's going to every play and every series now getting bigger and bigger and bigger as far as importance. Sycamore Shoals. Hello, Ms. Leslie. How you doing, dear?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Good. Thank you. I want to again thank you for coming. She is always dependable. She's here. Lots going on at Sycamore Shoals State Park. It's free to get into the park, of course, and a lot of these events are free. But for her to come and speak about it every week, I really appreciate that. It's lots going on at Sycamore Shoals.
I appreciate you having me.
Well, I love you coming. So
and a lot of it free, and it's going to be great. Hopefully, fall's coming soon.
Mhm.
Please.
Yeah, it's hot.
Oh gosh.
So tell me
That's
some
what my
things
hair's
going
at.
on.
Okay, so pine glue making workshop is coming up on Saturday, August 22nd. There is a cost to that one. It's $20, but they're going to teach you, Ranger Taylor, how to make the pine glue from pine sap in the trees.
Mhm.
And it's how the Cherokee did it. It's what they used for adhesive for everything back then. And he'll give you the history of it and all kinds of things, supplies, you name it. Then the really cool one, cemetery symbolism. There's small cost to that one. It's $10, but it's going to be Thursday night, August 27th. Chad Bogart will be doing that one. It'll be at Carter Mansion in the graveyards where you meet. And it's 7 to 8:30 p.m. He's going to tell you all about the symbolism on the headstones and what that meant about that person that's buried there and how you can go yourselves. He'll give you like a piece of paper to take home with you, but you can go in to a old cemetery yourself and figure out a little bit about the people that are buried there. And then the big one in September, third weekend, September 19th and 20th, we're having the Overmountain Muster at Sycamore Shoals. That's the big one. That's where we'll have about 150 to 200 reenactors living in and around the fort the whole weekend. They'll be doing all kinds of things like we would have done back in the 1700s. Come get some fresh butter. He said we won't do the apple butter till the Colonial Festival. That's in November. Yeah, but Randy might be stirring apple butter that weekend in November. He did it last time we did it. But oh my gosh, the apple butter's so good. Butter's so good, and I'll make biscuits to go with it. So we'll have that as well as other things, major things going on. And then we cross the river on the 25th, September 25th.
It's a river crossing. Yep.
It's a river crossing. So still trying to get you to do that.
Me do it?
Yeah.
Can I wear like a
Yes, we'll get
a
you
floaty?
dressed up. No, we'll get you dressed up colonial. They have the rangers standing down the river just in case. It's
so
never happened. Never happened.
There's always a first. There goes Tom. Randy goes, there goes
There
Tom.
goes Tom.
It's like a barge floating down the river.
Now, when you first get in on the opposite bank and our bank, the rocks are a little slippery. They got moss on them, but in the middle, it's a lot of sand, isn't it? A lot of sand. And okay, I'm telling a secret. Yes, it's very cold, so don't go barefooted.
So the rocks has got moss and they're going to be slick.
Just
Guarantee it.
on the sides as you first get in.
There could be 10,000 people. I'll be the one that slipped and fell in the rocks and be floating down the river.
We could help you get in and out.
You could just put like a come along on my belt, so if I get away, you can just start reeling me in, reeling back.
They truly have a water rescue team downriver just in case. It's never been used, but they stand there just in case.
Wow. So they all say, Taylor's going to be in the water, all hands on deck. So there you go.
Are you related to Nathaniel Taylor, Sabine
don't know.
Hill? I bet you
don't know.
are.
I'm related to Zachary Taylor, the president.
Okay, I bet you are.
So,
Related to the Taylors here.
yeah, local, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, we,
You got ancestors. You could be in the SAR.
yeah. Well, at one point, my father said, our family tree is like a bowl of cereal. One ain't flakes is nuts. So I said, there you go. Thanks, Dad. Made me feel good.
Randy's
So
got some of them in his.
we all do, I think.
Yeah, I think we do.
We
Yeah.
look back for it. We all got some squirrels in the nest.
We do.
So
Yep.
thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
So sweet. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
All right.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Hubs here talking baseball. Sean Witten's coming. We'll talk to you about baseball next on the Tom Taylor Sports here. A lot of folks selling groceries. Why should we come to Food City?
I don't know that I have enough time to answer that question because there's so many different reasons why you should shop Food City. Food City always gives back to the communities.
Absolutely.
You know, they provide for the schools. They provide for so many different food pantries and food banks. You know, I feel very blessed to work for a company that always gives back so much. You know, first of all, we have the freshest produce.
Mhm.
We have the best meat cuts. You know, don't be afraid to go back there and talk to your meat cutter. Ask for some suggestions on new items to try. We always have the newest, most exciting products, you know, in our groceries aisles. You know, it's just an amazing company to spend your money at. Plus, it's an amazing company to work for.
Yep. Value Everyday Food City. Again, the only place I shop, Food City, because I believe in what they do. And again, it's an awesome. We've been doing it for over 20 years every Friday, coming out and supporting the good folks and what's going on at Food City.
And Tom, I'm going to have to interject right here because I think one of the reasons why you shop Food City, it's our amazing associates who take a lot of pride and have a lot of passion for their job.
Well put. Can't top that.
Mm-mm.
Great job. Lisa Johnson, Marketing Food City. Value Everyday Food City. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, he's here. Let's get him in the screen, full screen. There he is, my buddy Randy, in the house. Hello, Gavin Sparks. Hello, little JoJo. How you doing? Let's talk a little baseball.
We can do that.
We can. Let's start with the American League East, where we normally do. Tampa Bay and your Yankees and the Red Sox are in a three-way dogfight. Tampa Bay leads by 5.5 over the Yankees. Red Sox are 8.5 back. The Rays are hot. They've won 7 out of 10. The Red Sox are not hot. They've lost 7 out of 10.
The Rays have lost 3 in a row. To Baltimore, which, you know, only picked up, a game or so on the whole week. But, you know, you can pick up games in the leader in a hurry when you sweep them, like Baltimore did.
Yankees are a flat 5-5 over the last 10. So
we don't want to talk about that.
No, but they're hanging. They're still Boston's 3-game separation between the Yanks and the Red Sox in the East. And the Rays just keep on playing good baseball. They're getting it done. Even though they lost 3 in a row.
They lost 3 in a row, but they had won 7 in a row, I guess, to do that. And, of course, they had that good road series. They went out and swept the West Coast, which is rare, pretty rare. So doing that, and then at home, I mean, what can you say? 41-18. 41-18, Tom.
Yeah. Talking about the Rays?
That's getting it done at home.
Oh, absolutely. So that's your East and the Central. White Sox, Detroit, Minnesota, and Cleveland. I mean, they're all still in the kind of the thick of things. Kansas City's out. But the Tigers are 5.5 back, and Minnesota and Cleveland are 6 back of the front-running White Sox, who we continue to sit there and be amazed because they're not folding. They're here, and they're not apparently not going to go away.
Well, they've got a couple pretty good games coming up this week. They go to the Chicago.
That's a big series.
That's a huge series. I mean, for baseball, but and their pennant hopes. But you know, the White Sox are competitive this year. Cubs are competitive this year. Great series. Love to be there, wouldn't you?
Starts tonight.
Starts tonight
in Wrigley. So Castillo will go for the White Sox, and Imango will go for the Cubbies.
Yeah.
So
Sox have 4 pretty good games. They've got the Cubs, and then they have just a 1-game stand against the Braves on Thursday. So pretty good week for the White Sox.
White Sox.
Yeah.
In the West, it's 3 teams: Houston, Texas, and Seattle. Astros have lost 6 out of 10. They lead the Rangers by 2 because the Rangers have lost 6 out of 10.
Yeah, last week they were a half a game up on the Rangers and lose a bunch of games and make some ground. How's that?
Seattle lost 7 out of 10. Coach Witten's here. He'll join us coming up. So the Astros just keep, so you got all three of those teams. Houston lost 6 out of 10. Rangers lost 6 out of 10. The Seattle Mariners lost 7 out of 10. So Rangers are 2 back. Seattle's 4 back. So it's still a wide open division there.
It is. It is. Astros, good hitting team. Their problem has always this year been pitching.
Do you think Yordan Alvarez can win the Triple Crown?
I looked at this morning. He is still the leader in the 3 categories, but that has tightened. He's only one home run ahead of Junior Caminero, I think's his name, Tampa Bay. And now average, I think he's 15 basis points ahead of another Tampa Bay player, Stanton or something like that. And RBIs, he's 8 or 9 RBIs ahead of, I can't remember the second place. So he's still the leader. And, you typically think historically, if somebody is in position to win the Triple Crown or one of those things, they'll let them sit for a few games, to try to keep the average where it is. But you can't do it now.
No.
Astros are in a dogfight to get into the playoffs.
They got to have him in there.
They have to have him in there.
In the National League, the Braves lead the Phillies by 7 1/2. Miami's 10 1/2 back, so right now it's a 2-horse race, really. Phillies have won 6 out of 10. The Braves are 5 5 over the last 10, so they've got a big series opening up in Minnesota tonight. So the Twins, as we just talked about, in the hunt for the American League Central, the Braves are trying to hang on, and they're 24 over. I think they're okay, 74 and 50.
Yeah, I
but
don't think they're sweating a whole lot
no.
yet.
In the Central, the Brewers are sweating because the Cubs have cut it 5.
Yeah, it has. It has.
So the Cubbies are 5 out. They won 6 out of 10. The Brewers lead the division by 5, but the Cubs are bearing down on them. Then in the West, Dave Roberts called out his team. The Dodgers manager said, "Look, we don't hit it. We're not hitting it well. We're not playing good defense. It's not, in fact, I got the numbers right here, what the Dodgers have done. The Dodgers they're 5 11 in the last 16 games. They got swept with the Red Sox and the Cubs and lost the series to Arizona and the Brewers. Since July 1st,
all playoff teams.
Since July 1st, the World Series champions are 18 and 21. With that lineup, they should be 18 and 21.
Well, if I remember last year, they sort of went through the same thing. I mean, I could be wrong, but
they did.
And I think they sort of limped into the playoffs.
They did.
And then all of a sudden, it's like turning on a switch.
Freddie Freeman got hot.
Some teams can do that, and maybe they're just historically one of them.
They rode him last year. So the Padres are hanging, though. They've won 8 out of 10. They've cut it to 7. Arizona's cut it to 8. So if you do the wild card right now, if you stop today, it'd be your Yankees, the Red Sox, and Baltimore, of all teams, to be in the playoffs.
Tom, what was my bold prediction now?
Yes, I know. All 3 teams in the playoffs will be from the American League East. Right now, they would be.
They would be.
Texas half game out. You got Toronto, Detroit, Minnesota, Cleveland, and Seattle in the hunt. But right now, if I stop today, Randy be right. Yankees, Boston, and Baltimore. He loves when I say that. Leslie's grinning and said, yes, he does.
Yeah.
He loves me to say.
Talk about it at home all the time.
We do? How right you are all the time?
Yeah,
that's
absolutely,
nice.
Absolutely.
That's nice to hear.
Well,
that'll grind your teeth if you're Mrs. Broccoli's
yeah, absolutely. Well, let's move on, Tom.
Moving on. Gotcha. In the National League playoffs, you've got Cubs, the Phillies, and the Padres, and then right behind them are Arizona, and Miami, and St. Louis, and Pittsburgh. That's the teams I would still consider. You?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Well, you got, like you said, up to the Cardinals. Pirates, I think you could probably mark them off. But you may even have 3 teams in the playoffs, not as the playoff teams, or the
wild
card teams, coming out of the West. But Dodgers, Padres, Diamondbacks, right there.
Landon Knight from Johnson City got called up from AAA and went in and got a save against the Royals last week. That's cool. He's out of Johnson City Science Hill, pitching for the Dodgers again up the big club.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think Carter was 1 for 3 yesterday. But what about this rookie coming in, first pitch, hits a home run, and what's he do?
Baez?
Yeah, Baez.
For the Cardinals?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. Had 3 straight at-bats and 3 straight home runs. It's never happened before.
Unbelievable.
So you think of all the baseball games since the beginning of baseball, there's only one guy that's hit 3 home runs the first 3 times he batted. Was this kid named Baez.
Yeah, quite a few have had home runs on their first at bat, but three in one game, first 3. Oh man, that's historic, like you said. Just a couple things here, Tom. I was looking to see. Of course, at this point, your division winners are probably set. I mean, to me, I would think they're probably set. So it's all a wild card race, and so who's got the toughest schedules, coming up?
Mm-hmm.
And so teams that are in the wild card hunt, how many games do they have against teams that are 500 or over?
Okay.
New York's got 15 games, and there's 36 to 38 games total, maybe, for all the teams.
Yeah.
15 for New York. Boston's 15. Baltimore has 20 games against teams that are 500 and above. Texas has 16. Toronto only has 6. Detroit 13. Cleveland only has 6. And Seattle has 13.
That's an interesting stat.
So, it's picking up games against teams that are in contention for a wild card spot. That's what you got to do. Over in the National League, Philadelphia has 25 games.
Ooh.
25 games against teams that are 500 and above. 15 for San Diego, Arizona 21, which is a lot. Miami 24, and St. Louis 12. So that's going to be a dogfight.
So the toughest schedule in the National League are the Phillies. Got 25 teams they got left to play that are 500 or above.
500 and above.
Wow.
Out of 37 games.
Wow.
Man.
That is strong.
And
a lot of those will be in the division, too. September's the interdivisional play.
I looked at that. They've got Miami with 3 at home, at Atlanta for 3, Washington at 3, 3 for Washington, and 3 at the Mets. So
it's interesting.
13 games. Now, let's see here. Who's got the easiest as far as interdivision in the American League? Texas only has 6 games left. Interdivision. And what I say they had, they got 16 against 500 teams. So they're playing some teams in the National League is probably what it's up to. So, but it's sort of interesting because that's where the fun's going to be for the next 6 weeks is wild card spot. Who's going to make it?
Battle for that wild card spot.
Yes, sir.
Get you some lunch, sir.
We'll do it.
Thank you as always. See you.
It's a pleasure. 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
We'll have a lot to
talk about.
Do some comparison.
Quick break. Coach Sean Whitten joins us next talking Cyclone football. 4 days, 6 hours, and 34 minutes. Our season starts. He joins us next on the Tom Dillon Sports. Collins & Collins & Company. Lots of real estate companies out there, sir. Why should we come to Collins & Company?
We do things a little different, Tom.
Tell us how you do it, sir.
Hey, we're an auction firm and a listing firm, and we help buyers as well. So if you need to auction a home, you need to list your home, or you need to buy a home, give us a call. We can help. Full service auction real estate firm, and we are an estate sale marketing company as well. Personal property, either moving, relocating, downsizing. We do it all. One-stop shop for real estate and auction.
Do it full time, and the closing ratio is 97% of what they list, they sell. Collins & Company.
Yeah.
How do we find you? CollinsandCompany.info.
Yep, and get it sold with Collins & Co.
Yep. And the phone number is?
423-543-5741.
One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dillon Sports Show, David Collins and crew at CollinsandCompany.info.
That's right.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Back in the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Appreciate him coming by. It's busy, but he's not too busy to come promote his kids, and I appreciate that. Coach Witten's with us. We'll get into Sign Zone in a moment. Let's go back to Friday night. You had Union come to town. Big physical football team. Our only home scrimmage. The weather got us, the lightning got us, but what was your take on the scrimmage?
Really a good 45 minutes. It was hot. A big physical football team by Union. They got off the bus looking pretty stout, pretty strong. So, we got a great, 2 series in on each side of the ball. Extremely physical. I thought we did a great job of handling that. We got off to a good start offensively, made some plays. We really good contest. We've been scrimmaging those guys for over a decade now, and every time we scrimmage them, it's a good scrimmage. They've had some really good football players and good teams, strong coaching and good support staff, and so it was no different. The weather just didn't cooperate for us to get enough to get the young guys in, but it was a good scrimmage for us to. It felt like a lot like a jamboree, where you get a quarter and then maybe another a JV quarter, but we were able to get out there and get going, and it was a tough week for us last week, and just a first scrimmage on Friday against Jeff County, then we're back on Monday, TC Robeson. A situational scrimmage moved to Wednesday against Boone, and then obviously a short condensed scrimmage on Friday. So just a lot of game-like experiences, put them in tough situations, and hopefully get us ready for this week.
That was really cool. Their fan base, like our fan base, very loyal, because when their kids came out of the locker room, come out on the field with the scrimmage, they stood up and gave them a standing ovation. I thought that's kind of what they do in the Cyclone Nation. So they got a lot of pride over in Union, Virginia. There's a program, and they should. We have a lot of pride in Elizabeth, and we should. So it was again, weather got us a little, got to cut it short because of lightning. What was the most pleasing part of the scrimmage for you?
Well, I thought we really matched Union's physicality. I mean, I thought they were running it at us. Big, strong quarterback, number of good offensive linemen. I thought we held our own, for a short period of time, and then. I thought we did a good job of, mixing our personnels in, on offense. We got a number of guys rotating in, trying to use everybody that we've got, to sustain drives. We got off to a good start. The biggest thing that we can't do is turn the football over, especially on our end of the field. But I thought we did a good job in our special teams. We limited kind of the big play, but really the thing that stood out most is when you saw Union take the field, it was going to be a physical scrimmage, and I thought we matched that.
Absolutely. I thought Lincolnville made some good passes. Kids transferred in from East. That was my take on it, but I'm not the coach. I'm the guy sitting up in the box. So anyway, it's wrapped up. It's preseason's done. It's game week. Here we go. But Saturday, let's talk about the Junior Cyclones real quick. Had a big crowd over there, and how did we do?
Yeah, it was great. As a home opener, we had the Rangers, we had Bristol, we had Kingsport team. We had Johnson County down here Saturday. So just our teams got off to a great start, battled a little bit of weather throughout the afternoon, and then we were ready to get going. But, we got a tremendous group this year. We got first 3 games are at home. Then we're on the road. We come back and get a couple games back at home at the end of October. So just really proud of how hard those guys are working, the coaches that we have, the teams we have. Kids are working hard. That Watauga League, Tom, is a tough league. It's a lot like the middle school league. You add, that we got Science Hill back in our Watauga League for the first time in 3 years. You've got all the county schools, Bristol, Boone, Crockett, both. It's really solid from top to bottom. So we've got we start off with our flag first thing in the morning, and then we got our Mighty Mites, our grass cutters, then our junior peewees. Got off to a really good start.
Let's take a look at the obvious. I'm going to hit this right here and record it as we go. Talking to Coach Witten, the pregame here, getting ready for Science Hill. Scouting report on the Hilltoppers.
Well, nothing you haven't seen in the past, but definitely. The size and the speed and the strength that they have. A year ago, they kind of wore us down with the run game. They brought in 4 different running backs. What you see on film is kind of the same. They've got 3. Big up front, the Walters boy, stands out, as a big 75. I mean, he's a man child inside, but the ability that they have with tight ends and H-backs and the ability to rotate different linebackers and D linemen in there. I mean, they're really strong. They're really stout. Have had 2 preseason scrimmages, one against Davy Crockett, one against Greenville. So, and then breaking in a new quarterback this year. He's done a good job running their offense, and those are the things you stand out. I mean, Stacy's always had a great team. They're super physical. They do a great job. And then they got a dynamic group at the running back position that's going to do a great job of change of pace, and that's what Ralph and those guys have been with them for a long period of time. So you got great continuity amongst the staff over there. So we've had good games and good rivalries, but your typical Science Hill team. I mean, I think they're going to outman us a little bit as far as size and weight on the lines. So we're going to have to be really quick off the ball and beat them to the punch.
That's one of the keys, obviously. What are some of the other keys for us to get this win?
Well, I think, initially for us to get off to a really good start, I mean, I think we can't turn over the football and give them anything easy. Our kicking game's got to be A++. We've got to do a great job of flipping the fields and, capitalizing once we get on the other side of the 50. We got to be super precautious when we get inside the red zone to where Will can get us 3 points. I think those small areas of us blocking an extra point, blocking a field goal, us capitalizing on a special teams area there, hitting yardage is going to be key. So I think that's the ability. If Will can make a field goal, we can block one. It gives us an advantage. And I think that this game's not going to be won in the first quarter or second quarter. We've got to get the game in the second half and the ability to withstand the blows initially, weather the storm, they say, at the initial start, and have a strong finish.
There you go. That's his scouting report. I want to go back and look. I went back and looked. Last 3 games last year, Seymour, Greenville, and Gibbs, the playoff game. C.J. Mathis had 5 touchdowns in 3 games. Talking about Bowers, the Iowa State signee, this kid, since the Tennessee High game last year, went back and looked. He is since the Tennessee High game, from that point forward, he is 38 for 38 in point afters. He made 7 straight field goals. His point afters last year was 42 out of 45, but he is again 38 out of 38 since the Tennessee High game, which carries over to this year, and 7 straight field goals he's made during live competition. So obviously this kid's a big weapon, and so we're going to utilize him as much as we can, right?
Yeah, there's no question about that. I mean, those guys are studs. CJ's just been a true workhorse for us. A 1-2 punch with him and McDuffie. Thought McDuffie stepped up hard for us in the middle of the season, second half of the season. He ran the ball extremely tough against Gibbs in that playoff game. I think, those guys, we're more of an inside running team. Not a ton to get out in space. So the physical yards, the dirty yards, we like to call them the unsung hero yards. But there's no doubt that those guys are going to be big weapons for us. Using the clock, down and distance to our favor. Just coming out and executing the way we're supposed to. I mean, these types of games where you see a lot of game-breaking speed, but the game's won between the box. The big plays happen on the perimeter, so tackling and for us to win. We've got to do a phenomenal job in our execution. That's one word that we've preached. We've got to be able to execute. So we've got to have the ball way more than them. If our defense is on the field, way more than our offense, we're going to struggle. So the ability to play complementary football, those are the messages we've been trying to preach. With new quarterbacks and new players, sometimes that gets kind of lost. But you've got to be able to play complementary football in order to win these games.
Been with you 9 years. I thought last year was one of your best coaching jobs. They came out and took it to us. We got down 14-0. I think probably the best thing that happened was a lightning delay for about an hour. You took them in the locker room. I don't know what you told them, but you came back out a different football team. We outscored them, 20-13 in that after the delay. We lose at 27-20, but I thought that was a really great job of you and the staff going and getting them settled down and bringing them back out and just play Cyclone football. And again, we gave them a run, came up short, but again, not for lack of effort. I kind of thought that was
it was
growing up for our team.
It was. I think we had 1 or 2 missed opportunities that kind of resulted in big plays, and then once we were able to kind of regroup, we came out there with a spark and a burst, and a couple guys really stepped up for us and allowed us to battle all the way through. And then I think the message is, excuses are always going to be there, but the opportunity is not. The opportunity is going to pass by, really, really quick. And so these guys got to make the most of their opportunities, and I think, anytime we go against Science Hill, it's no different. I mean, there's got to be a chip on your shoulder. There's got to be a different mentality. The switch has got to be flipped, and you got to be zoned in. The details matter the most, Tom. Just being alignment, assignment, discipline, knowing where the ball's got to go, two hands on the ball, knowing these guys are big and strong and to rally to it. So, we just got to play our game, do a great job of hanging around long enough that, we got to be like an annoying little sister or, something like that, annoying little cousin that kind of gets on your nerves. We got to get on their nerves so bad that it causes dysfunctional, it causes chaos, it causes them to second guess themselves, and it puts doubt in their mind that, oh shoot, they're not supposed to lose to a team like Elizabeth. And then, when those things happen, that allows us to kind of creep in and hang around.
You go back, last time they won the last two. Last time we won was 2023 over there. It was a great night. We beat them 27-7. Seth Mullins had an 8-yard run. Jeriah caught a pass from Brad Stagel. These guys are gone. They graduated. Eli Blevins had a 35-yard pick. Seth Mullins had another 12-yard run. We beat them 27-7 over there. It was hot, 89 degrees. It was a kickoff. And so that was our last time we beat them, but that was a big win for us.
It was. We forced 2 turnovers. We had when necessary, ran the Wildcat. We stopped them on 4th and 1 twice. Eli Blevins got an interception, which allowed us to create field. We got up 14-0 just like that. They responded back and went down the field and scored. But, we just did a lot of things. The details, we fought, we scrapped, we got off to a good start. We got our momentum going. Zeth ran really hard. We were able to kind of, see some things early and capitalized all that. Rhett, in his first game starting as a sophomore, was just kind of dialed in. He made 2 throws where he stood in the pocket, and he delivered. And those are the things you've got to do in order to win these games. And I think our kicking game was sound. We did a great job of field position. We didn't beat ourselves. We never got, out of whack or kind of questioned where we were supposed to be, what we're doing. We just kind of, we were dialed in from the get-go. And I think that kind of helped us, in both of these last 3 games that we've played, Tom, it's I don't think in that game when we won, I think it was 10:30 or 11 o'clock when the game was over. It was a long football game. Last week season, it was it was after 11 o'clock before the game was over. The ability for us to have the mental physicality to persevere through, and the longevity, and it's I tell these guys all the time, it's not what you're capable of, it's what you're willing to do. There's many people that are capable of, but there's only few people that are willing to do, and that's the difference. Is you got to be able to go longer and harder, and you got to sustain it. If you want to come out with a big win.
We beat them in 21. The Railroad Rumble at East Tennessee State beat them 34-13. I go back to the last one we won here on our place, on our turf, was the state championship year, 2020. We beat them 30-8. Some of these names: Jake Roberts, Cade Russell, Parker Hughes, Bryson Rollins, Nate Stevens. Good night. Those are some great history-making guys who will forever stand out in Cyclone football. We beat them 30-8. Our offensive player of the game were Bryson Rollins and Parker, who's now with the Jacksonville Jags. Our defensive players that night was Cade and a guy by the name of Deuce Morton, who won 3 wrestling and 2 state championship rings. And so what a great night. And so this rivalry just kind of breeds itself. 102nd meeting, it's great for both towns.
Well, it is. It's one of the premier games in the state, week 1. And then, we've our school, our tradition, our history has always been open up with this game. So it really puts you to the test, and it's super difficult, but there does create a sense of urgency that you got to prepare, you got to win every day in the summer, you got to do the small details things. I mean, it kind of puts in perspective why you do the work, and I think as a whole, if you want to be really good, you got to play really good teams, and competition makes you better, and I think this game's going to tell us a lot about ourselves. You're going to be announcing a lot of new names and new faces and new numbers, and you go down through there, there's a lot of those guys that played a lot of experienced football for us. They've been in big games. They've been in battles. This week, you're going to be, talking about a lot of guys that this is their first true experience, and it doesn't get any bigger for that, So I like to say it's kind of you get thrown in the deep end, you got to sink or swim, and you can't, you got to find a way to, to not go down and not go under, and that's really the perseverance. That's what life teaches you. No matter how many times you get knocked down, you got to get back up. No matter, whether you feel that, you're not an important part. You play an important role in today's in life, and so I mean those are the things that football teaches you. It's not going to be easy by no means, and we're up to the challenge, and we've got to have a great week of preparation.
So all summer, you get ready for the start of the season. Here it is. And so I would think, since it's Science Hill versus a William Blount or a Morristown West or another non-conference team, but playing Science Hill in the rivalry that you've got, that first game out, it gets you. I would think there's even more heightened awareness, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean it's you grow up, dreaming about these opportunities and playing these teams, and these guys with youth football, middle school football, you play Indian Trail, Liberty Bell. I mean, these guys know what's at stake. We know that we're always the underdog mentality, and that brings the best out into you. And when people poke at you and look down upon you and think that they're the big brother, you got to step up. And that kind of you look yourself in the mirror and find out what kind of team you're going to be, what kind of person you're going to be, and and you got to find a way. And that's ultimately that's kind of the same thing in life. I mean, it's not about the road that you've been given or the difficulties or struggles you have. It's are you willing to overcome? Are you willing to choose to be different? And I think, are you choosing to be set apart? Are you choosing to be one team? So Saturday, Friday's got to do a great job of 11 guys on the same agenda, playing their assignments, doing a great job of that, and I'm looking forward to it. We got a lot of young guys who are going to play. We got a lot of young guys that are going to get they're really green, but sometimes what they don't know is going to be an advantage for you, and get out there and make some plays for us.
As the schedule falls, it's interesting. T.A. Duggar, the Fighting Cyclone, after the big win, will play Indian Trail Thursday night at the stadium. We'll stream that one. That's obviously a feeding school into Science Hill, so that's a biggie on Thursday. The Cyclones got a big 35-0 win over a good Central team. The Hawks come to town with Coach Hunter Jordan. He's got them playing great football. So that kind of, if you want to come watch football, Thursday watch T.A. Duggar. Friday night, you have the back-to-back state champion band, cheerleaders, dance team. Aren't you giving some tours before the game?
Yeah, we've got a lot of the alumni coming back to check out our new facility as well, and be around and be involved. We got Bucky Peters is kind of taking that by the helm of it's 50 years of Cyclone football. And our family's been a part of of the Cyclone tradition. And I think that we've got 6 home games this year. We got a lot of momentum. We got a chance to kick this thing off the right way. Just everything involved. In the environment and the atmosphere that we're trying to create. So we've got alumni coming back. It's my 20th year. It's our family's 50th year being involved in Cyclone football. I mean, I don't know if that's kind of doesn't happen many places. Myself and Ryan and our grandfather, then us playing here and coached here. Our uncle played here. Just a lot of tradition, a lot of history. And then you mentioned it, our middle school, then our high school, then our youth football on Saturday. So, we come out, and what our entire student body, our season ticket sales, our band, what makes, the Friday night experience so special in the fact that, we also have one of the best high school venues to play at, where the fans are on top of you. There's not a bad seat in the house. You can sit up on the burn. You can stand around the gate. You got our band. You got their band. It doesn't get really any better than that. It kind of puts in perspective, Tom, of, if there's ever a question of why you do what you do, as a coach, as a player, as a person in the band, cheerleader, whatever it may be, it can be summed up in when you take the field on Friday night that you're a part of something special and part of something that's bigger than you, and it's going to take an entire group effort. Our band, our fans, Cyclone Nation's got to get behind us. The energy is contagious. We're going to need that, and hopefully that creates a big win for us.
It's not just a game, folks. The football game in Elizabeth is an event. I mean, the whole town, they're already buzzing about it. It's Monday. The talk's there. Not just for this first game, but for the whole season. We're ready, and the Fighting Cyclones will play on Thursday at Tia Duggar. I've not heard it's a blackout, orange out. Have they decided what's going to be yet?
Well, I'm not sure. I think so. Probably usually an orange out, even though we probably won't be wearing orange. But just think it's anytime you can get Cyclone Nation out there in orange, it makes it bright colors for the opposing team. So, it'll be a great opportunity. We're excited about it. It's one of the premier games in the state. Week one, and our schedule is really tough to begin with. Science Hill, Tennessee, West Ridge, and so we're excited about that. Our guys have worked really hard, Tom. I'm proud of the youth that we've got. I'm proud of the guys that we've got come in to fill the voids in the spots that we need. And then, our guys have worked really hard and been determined, and they've had a lot of sacrifice and a desire to improve, succeed, and get better. And hopefully we can make our community proud with the effort that we display on Friday night.
Some of the kids I run into off of the field and out in town, they said, we're hungry. We got something to prove. I like that attitude. So see you Friday night.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Go Cyclones. Appreciate them coming by. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll be talking to the assistant athletic director. It's not just a game. It's an event. He's about to tell you that. Nick Miller, assistant AD, joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. To Casey Wainscott, you got one can play. Whoo, doggies. That one can line up and go. Big 57 is a hoss for the Tia Duggar Fighting Cyclone.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabettoncoc.org.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Why shop at the Jeweler's Bench?
Because we're a hometown store with full service, expertise. We offer everything from custom design to watch batteries to ring sizing to jewelry repair. Everything's done under one roof.
One stop. You have watches, you have pearls, you have E. Newtons, you have Pandora, you have the Naked Bee lotion line, if you will. You have something truly for everybody, correct?
We do, yes.
Talk about kids' jewelry. Talk about it real quick.
Yeah, we have earrings, bracelets, a few rings, and the kids' stuff.
Yep.
So, you can spend anywhere from $5 up to however much you want to spend.
Yep.
We've got a good range.
How do we find you on social media?
Facebook and Instagram.
How do we find you on the telephone? The number is
423-542-5600.
And the hours you are open?
Is Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and on Saturdays, 9:30 to 4.
Springtime, summertime, anytime's a good time to shop at the Jeweler's Bench in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports at the Jeweler's Bench. Talking to Tom Taylor Sports Show, ready to go here because this guy, I guarantee the motor's running because he was there. What'd you play, 3 or 4 Science Hill games? 4?
Yeah.
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 They're intense, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. It's the best game of the year, best atmosphere of the year. You just can't beat it.
No. It really is. It's electric. Getting goosebumps talking about it. So, I've been at this a long time. I've had several stops along the way. DB Science Hill's a biggie when I was doing the Indians, no question. Dobbinsville, Oak Ridge was a biggie. But I'm telling you, over here Friday night, I'm hoping the weather doesn't messes up because they're calling for some storms, but we can't control that. But I'm telling you, the atmosphere will be. It's an overworked cliche, but it'll be electric. It'll be the bands. Is their band coming?
Oh yeah, they're bringing their full band. So
their full band of a couple hundred kids. Our band's out there ready to roll. Back to back state champion bands. Our cheerleaders, our dance team, the new dance team, or the dance team now, and the cheerleaders. And of course, they'll bring their cheerleaders and the fans and standing room only. Kickoffs at 7:30. I'd get there early. Do you sell walk-up tickets at this point? How's that work?
Oh yeah. We've got tickets available at the gate. Gates will open. I'm going to go ahead and make the boss call and say 5:30. It's such a big game. We're going to open the gates 2 hours before kickoff, 5:30. So get there, get in line. Cyclone walk is usually around 6, around 6:15. So get there early, be there for that. Just support our student athletes. That this is a big one, not only for the whole town, but for them mainly.
Well, you look at a football game Friday night. You've got how many kids in the band now? Ballpark.
It's over 100.
Yeah. Usually, I think the last couple of years has been 150 or thereabouts. Yeah. So you got those. You got how many kids on the football team?
About 60.
Okay. I'm ciphering here. That's about 210. Cheerleaders are probably a dozen of those, if not more.
About 20 to 25.
It's 230, and another the dance team.
15.
Okay, that's about. I'm gonna miss it, but not by much. 240, 250 kids on a Friday night involved. I'm probably leaving somebody out, I guess. I don't think so. Cheerleaders, dance team, band, and the football team. School's 800 and some kids.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking a fourth of our kids on Friday night. A fourth of our student body will be participating one way, shape, or form. Not to mention the student body will be there, and so in full force. It's an event, folks. Everybody who complained last year we only had 4 home games, I get you. I kept saying, wait till this year we got 6. Here's the first one, and none bigger. The 102nd meeting between the Cyclones and Science Hill. Again, we'll hit the airwaves. At 6:50, we have lots to talk about, again, with Coach Eddie Bless and the Cyclone Network. We'll go video and audio in these home games, which I love. And so Andrew Barnett's working as the head honcho of the Cyclone Network this year, and so he's got some camera kids he's hired, and so we're getting ready for that on Friday night. So it is an event. It's not just a game; it's an event at Elizabethton High School. So, and ain't none bigger. Of course, Greenville's coming at the end of the season, but that's then. First one out's the biggie, and it's Science Hill, and so we'll go ready to go for that. It's not the only thing going on this week. You have golf today, is that right?
That's right. Golf today. They're facing off against Greenville. They're at home at Elizabethton Golf Course. That one starts at 4. And then we've got another Science Hill game. Volleyball hosts Science Hill for their home opener tomorrow.
Yep, we're streaming that one.
It's freshman JV varsity, 4:30, 5:30, and 6:30 respectively. And then we've also got golf. They're back in action tomorrow against Tennessee High at Bristol. And then Thursday, Morristown West. Our girls soccer team travels to Morristown West, take on them. And
And
Friday's the big one.
Friday night, big boy football.
Something's going on Friday. I don't
Something's
know.
going on. That's it. Some little skirmish here over my shoulder at the stadium, across the street. So if you missed it last week, I want him to tell you because they're working now. It's Monday, kickoff's Friday, but we're getting stuff rolling now. So this is a busy week. Number one, it's a home opener, season opener in Science Hill. So just give them out there an idea of what all goes on, what you got to get ready to go to get this game to pull off on Friday night.
So right now I run our social medias and the website and everything like that. So I'm focused on all of our events this week. Graphics, schedules, scores, updates. But we're working for Friday night. We're working for student tickets, media access to the field. It's gonna be pretty limited this year, so that's something we got to worry about. And then when Friday comes around, we've got to set up the stadium. We got to get everything ready to go. Make sure the ticket offices are ready. Make sure we got gate workers. Make sure we've got checks for the officials, and the list goes on and on. It's a whole process, and from noon to about 11 p.m. Friday night, it's just nonstop.
So kudos to Elizabethton Police Department. They have security on hand to make sure everything is in an orderly fashion, which is what we got to do in 2026. But you work very closely in great partnership with the police department, right?
Yeah, and that's a big thanks to our SRO, Jordan Baker. He goes out and he recruits the guys that want to work on Friday nights, and it's awesome because they love being there. They just love the atmosphere, and obviously they're there to do a job, but it's nice to catch a game, right?
Absolutely. The movie star Lisa Baker says Nick's doing a great job at social media. There you go.
I appreciate
You
it.
got the Queen's. Go hit that bell. You got the Queen's approval. So saw her yesterday on her pageantry and glory, and so her and Hub. I just pray for Scotty every day. So he's got his hands full, and he knows that, and she knows that too. She's a hoot. We love Lisa Baker, good girl. So you have golf tonight. We've got volleyball tomorrow night. We got Tia Duggar football on Thursday at the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, big boy football on Friday night. So if you're a football junkie, you want to be coming out Thursday to watch the Fighting Cyclones against Indian Trail, the feeder school to Science Hill. And they are, Ryan Witten said, we'll have him on the show Thursday. Coach Witten said they are loaded. They're probably one of the best Indian Trail teams we've seen in a long time. So Hunter Jordan's the coach over there, and so they've got it going. It's going to be a great matchup there. And on Friday night will be the Cyclones. So going back to the days when you played, give me some memories that you had against Science Hill playing back in the day.
Well, big one's got to be just the overall comeback that we had my senior year. We had beaten Science Hill for the first time, and it was either 8 or 9 years. And we came back, and an incredible catch by a guy named Parker Hughes, some guy who's, I don't know what he's doing now.
Yeah. Playing a little football down Jacksonville for the Jags.
But, one of the greatest catches I've ever seen. A great throw by Carter Everett, as much as I hate to say it. But, just the overall comeback of that game and just the atmosphere, it was really standing room only. There was nowhere. It was just a sea of people,
What year was that?
That was 2018.
Yep. 136-34.
That's right.
Yep. See, I wasn't there. Where was I at? I was at the track at that point. I was still doing the Speedway. Yeah, I missed that one. But I heard about it. The place went nuts. 36-34. And it was pandemonium on the sideline. Then we go, we beat them on the state championship year, beat them over there 28-20, beat them here, back-to-back state championship year, beat them 30-8. They went to Railroad Rumble in 21. I can still see Trenton Taylor hoisting that trophy, coming up in the stands at William B. Green Stadium at East Tennessee State. We beat them 34-13. Had that trophy carrying like it was a stick. Pretty big. It was a heavy trophy.
Yeah.
He's a big old boy. He came up through there holding that trophy, went up in the student body. Great atmosphere. So they've won the last 2 games. They beat us over here 2 years ago, 35-14. So it's a great rivalry, to say the least. They're a very good football team. They're 6A. They're going to be in the mix for their region to win it. We're going to be in the mix in our region to win it. So atmosphere's there. Season tickets that went unclaimed. What happens with those now?
If somebody wants season tickets, we'll sell some to them.
Yeah.
We've got a couple seats available. We've got some seats available. So just email me or Coach Diaz. Just swing by the athletic office or give us a call. Whatever. If you want season tickets, I'd say it's really worth it.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. 6 home games. I mean, you've got, and then you come back next week, Tennessee I with their 90th or 92nd meeting. I guess it's the 90th meeting to double check it with the history of us in Tennessee I next week at our place. Then we go to Westridge and we come back home for Cherokee and Volunteer. I think back to back. I don't have it here in front of me. We'll get East. And so we have 4 road games. We go to Westridge. We go to Sullivan East. We go to Northview. We go to Seymour. Everything else is at home, including the season finale with the green team coming. But that's way down the road. The Hilltoppers are coming Friday night. It's going to be great. So tell us about their website again.
We have a website and a mobile app that tells you everything you need to know about all Cyclone athletics. It's called CyclonePride.com is the website. And then if you want to download the app, just type in Elizabethton Cyclones on the App Store, Google Play Store, and you'll have rosters, schedules, a calendar of events coming up this week. Anything you need to know, like I said, about Cyclone athletics, it's there.
Yep. It's here, folks. We waited all summer, got through dead week, got through practices, got through scrimmages, got through 7-on-7s. It's here. It's here for golf, who's been playing. They're the early start sport in the fall, is the golf programs at all the schools. Volleyball starts tomorrow night. Soccer starts later in the week. Football obviously starts Friday night. Who am I leaving off? We got cross country out there right now. That's the 5th sport. And then dance and cheerleading. So, and the band. Those are all sports. Don't think so. Go out there and go through band camp. Be out there all day, 12 hours a day, trying to learn those new routines and going here and going there and walking backwards, playing your instrument because they're doing the different formations, getting ready for their show that they're going to be doing again this year. So it's here. It's a busy time, isn't it?
Oh, such a busy time.
Yep. So get you some lunch,
Will do.
Big center of our football team. He snapped the ball to Carter how many years?
2 or 3. 3.
Yeah. He should be in the record books. I'm still working on that. I don't know why he's not, because he ended up throwing over 80 touchdown passes. Carter Everett back in the day. He was a forerunner to Bryson Rollins. We know what he did. So Carter had a pretty good year, didn't it? Pretty good career. Him and Corey Russell, who retired his jersey. Some pretty good football players there. Who else is on your list? So you were the center. Who was right guard?
Oh, gosh. Clay Gwynn.
Okay. Right tackle?
Connor Johnson.
Okay. Left guard?
Gabe DePrimo.
Sat right beside you, the stinger. Gabe DePrimo was your left guard. Left tackle was?
Aiden Taylor.
Aiden Taylor. Tight end was?
Remington Tyree.
Remington Tyree, yep. Remember old Remington. Running backs were LaDarian Avery? No, Corey Russell and
Bryson played a little bit of running back.
Bryson Rollins? You're right, he did before he put him in quarterback, Yep. Wow. So, exciting times. So, Nick was the starting center for 3 years. It's awesome. That's an incredible stat to be out there snapping a ball for three straight years. What makes a good center? I mean, you were the center, so people don't realize how important this job is. What makes a good center, do you think?
Well, so when you're the center, you control when the ball's snapped, so you kind of have a head start. So as long as you can, biggest thing that Coach Pierce would always tell me is snap and step at the same time. Don't snap it, then step it, because then you're a step behind.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're able to get that head start, then you're able to have an advantage.
So you look at a football game, and we think it's automatic, and it's not, because when somebody's snapping on the shotgun and they do it wrong, it goes haywire real quick. So is it a timing? What makes a center to be successful snapping back in the shotgun formation? What makes it? How do you make that successful? Is it his timing, or is it you do it differently than snapping under center?
Yeah, it's hand placement. It's kind of just like you're throwing a football.
Okay.
But you just have to. I would always, not always, but I would get to the point where I didn't have to check, but I would just check and see where my target's at, and then you have to keep your butt, for lack of a better word, point it towards your target.
Right.
Because if you don't, then it's going to go right or left or up. If you keep your butt up, it's going to go up. So it's all about placement.
See, I'd have never known that because I never played center. So when you snap the ball and shotgun, are you looking through your legs, see where it's going, or are you looking to the guy getting ready to block?
Eventually, I would get to the point where I didn't have to look, but I would always double check and see where he's at, and then you line up and see where what your assignment is.
How tough is a snap on a field goal or point after to snap it back there?
Oh, it's
totally different.
Yeah, totally different. You got to use 2 hands for that, and luckily you're protected by the officials. But one bad snap on a punt, and they've got the ball inside the red zone, and then it's your fault. So
yeah, that's pretty much it. So snapping on shotgun's one hand, snapping on a punt or a field goal or a point after is 2 hands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I never knew that. Just learned that because this guy was good at what he did. Go get you some lunch.
Will do.
Thank you, sir.
Always a pleasure.
Oh yeah, we're gonna probably have him on. If he has the time, come everybody every Monday. Just give a report for the week, what's going on in Cyclone sports. I think it'd be really good. It'd be great for them out there they'll know what's going on in the world of sports. Or go to CyclonePride.com. You can do it that way too. All right, quick break. We'll be right back after this from the Eagle Center. And we'll wrap it up. I'll tell you the baseball schedule for this Monday. Talking to my buddy, Tammy Troutman, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports on the Tom Dooley Sports Show. Mrs. Troutman, lots of antique stores in the Tri-Cities. Why the Eagle Center?
The Eagle Center is special because of its vendors. I have nearly 50 vendors, and they bring in new things, clean things, interesting things, great prices, and they keep it switched up all the time. They offer a lot of good quality merchandise.
How many vendors in there right now?
I think I've added 2 recently, so I think I have 50, close to 50.
Right at 50, upstairs, downstairs. Again, hours are open.
We're open 10:05 to 5 o'clock every day.
Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday.
Social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook, Eagle Center Co-op, and on Instagram, Eagle Center Antiques.
And the phone number is?
423-542-6674.
6674. Proud sponsor Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dooley Sports Show. Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy, about the Eagle Center Antique Store in downtown Elizabethton.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
We're talking to our buddy Dr. Eric Carter from Lingerfeld Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show, and Cyclone Sports. A lot of pharmacies out there, a lot of drugstores out there. Why, in your humble opinion, should we come and trade at Lingerfeld Drug Center?
Yes, I think our customers are our family. We treat people how I'd want my family to be treated. And that's, we can come in after hours for you if you need, or deliver to you. I think we just go the extra mile. A lot of times at a big chain or something, if you need a refill and it's out of refills, it's too bad. But we'll call the doctor, send them messages, and keep bothering them until they get them sent in to us. So we want to do everything we can to make sure our customers have their medicine and are happy.
Customer service, folks. Again, Lingerfeld Drug Center down here beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Millions of dollars of furniture in stock right now. Are you tired of hearing what you want is sold out? We have the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the area. We receive truckloads every day of special buys ready for you to pick up today or have delivered. Come get your new furniture at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Back in the Tom Taylor Sports is going to be a busy week. Starting tomorrow night, we've got volleyball with Science Hill coming to town for the volleyballers. Science Hill went to the state last year, a very good program in the Laura Hooks. And so I feel like, this is me, and I don't know anything about it, except I'm a fan of Cyclone volleyball. We got the parts and pieces, I think, to make a run. So, but I'm just the lowly announcer. I'm not the coach. But from what I've seen, particularly with the inter squad we had a couple of weeks ago, it looks like to me we've done very well in the preseason. So it looks like we've got a chance to make some, as they say, make some noise. So we'll see. Anyway, we'll be there tomorrow night, 6:15 airtime, 6:30 first serve, the Lady Cyclones and Science Hill. Thursday, the Tia Duggar Fighting Cyclones, man, they got a heck of a football team, and they've got some kids, and they got some kids up front that are big. So I like it. Got some size, got some meat on the hoof for the Cyclone Tia Duggar football team. They'll take on Indian Trail on Thursday, 6:45 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff, audio and video. We'll do that again with Joseph Taylor doing the color commentating, granddaughter London running the camera, and yours truly bringing it to you. And then we have, of course, Big Boy football Friday night. We talked it up, and it's 4 hours, 5 minutes, and 49 seconds away. Hello to Glenna Fine. I don't think I've ever called out her name, so it's a new name. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that very much. And Cindy Fair, thank you. All right, let's run down. This is over tonight. If you'd like to collect ball cards, here it is. The All-Star Sports Card Auction. You have inside of 5 hours to make a bid. There it is at collinsandcompany.info. And so what you have is Mickey Mantle, Mark McGuire, George Brett, Nolan Ryan, Fernando Tatis, Shohei Ohtani. And he goes right on down the line. You got autographs and relics, Hall of Fame autograph pictures with letters of authenticity. You've got modern and vintage, all kinds of rookie cards, unopened boxes. This is huge. It's been going on since the 7th, and the deadline to put in a bid is tonight at 6 o'clock. It shuts down. So go to collinsandcompany.info and bid your heart's delight, because it's over tonight. So there you go. That rhyme didn't even mean it to. All right, baseball today. One day game, the Reds and the Cardinals at the doubleheader, the front end of the doubleheader at 1:40 Cincinnati time. In about 30 minutes, they'll get with it, the Reds and the Cardinals. normally means something. It doesn't this year. Both teams are out of the running. 6 o'clock tonight, you've got Baltimore, Tampa Bay, Miami, and Philadelphia. The Phillies chasing the Braves. Christopher Sanchez will go against Junk tonight. Phillies and the Marlins in Philly. Second game of that Reds doubleheader will be at 6:40 tonight in Cincinnati. Detroit at Pittsburgh, Arizona and Boston. That's a good one. Red Sox chasing the Yankees, and Arizona trying to catch the Padres and the Dodgers in the West in the National League. They'll open up a series tonight in Fenway. The Padres are red hot. They've won 7 out of 10. They'll be in New York to battle the Mets. Athletics in Kansas City. The Braves will be in Minnesota. Again, Martin Perez had a great outing last time out. He'll be on the mound against Ober. O-B-E-R is the last name for the Minnesota Twins tonight in Minnesota. No question the best matchup here in the front end of the week will be the White Sox leading the American League Central and the Cubs bearing down on the Brewers in the National League Central. Open up a series tonight in Wrigley. The White Sox and the Cubs. When was the last time those two teams played and had meaning to it? As far as the pennant race or wild card, well, they do, and very much so, starting tonight at Wrigley Field. And the Dodgers will be in Colorado. Blake Snell on the mound tonight for the Dodgers, his second outing since he came off the DL. And so they're looking for big things tonight, trying to get things turned around for the Dodgers on the road in Colorado, which is not exactly a baseball powerhouse right now in the major leagues. That's going to do it. We always dedicate our show to the man hung on the cross. Here's the verse today to wrap it up. We're unashamedly do that. I am nothing without him, and you aren't either. So it all starts and stops with him, I can tell you that. So let's see. Let's go. Let's hit it. Where am I looking? Here we go, right here. Here's the verse of the day. Psalms 146, 5 and 6 says, Blessed is he whose help is the God of Jacob, whose hope is in the Lord his God. Verse 6, the maker of heaven and earth, the sea and everything in them. The Lord who remains faithful forever. Whew. Thank you, Lord Jesus, that we can rely on you for help with our struggles. And the only true hope we have to get through everything we're going through is you. There you go. Good way to end it. Thanks for watching the show. Perfect timing. Carrie Taylor's in the house. My little buddy, Carrie, come over. They haven't seen you in the Coons age. Carrie, please come over and sit down. I'm not going off there till you come over and sit down and wait with these people. That's all I need. 10 seconds. I know you ain't going in there. That's why I do it. So that's exactly why I do it. There you go. Wait a minute, I had the mic off. Now I do it.
Oh, hi, bye.
I'm by you. I hate doing it. That's exactly why I do it. Now, when we get off there, we'll go, why did you do that? Because you know I'm going to do that. She said, you're just, You know we've been together a long time. She just goes, like she just like to take my jugular and snap it out of my neck sometimes. And I go, but basically, if I took this hat off, you'd see the halo. She said, yeah, right. Anyway, thanks for watching. Back tomorrow will be at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Andrew Smith joins us tomorrow. Got some other guests lined up ready to go tomorrow. Wednesday will be at Blakely Mitchell Men's Clothing Store in Bristol, wrapping up the big sale going on through Saturday. We'll tell you all about what's going on, what's flown out of there, what they still have. Thursday will be at Cannon's Furniture. Ryan Wood will be along there game day on Thursday with the Tina Duggar Fighting Cyclones. We'll be there at Cannon's, a big Labor Day sale coming up for Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. And then Friday will be Food City, kick off the weekend and get ready for game one of the 2026 season for everybody. It's opening night, high school football. It's going to be hot. It's going to be muggy. There's a chance of storms, unfortunately, but it's August, and that's what you deal with. Remember last year we had an hour lightning delay in the game at Science Hill between the Hilltoppers and the Cyclones. So it is what it is. If the Lord wants it to storm, it's going to storm. Because trust me, it took me a long time to figure this out. He's in control. Every step, every breath, everything revolves around what the Lord wants because he's running the show. Thanks for watching. See you back tomorrow again at Phil's. Tomorrow night, volleyball. Until then, we'll say, as always, bloom where you planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2550.